Whether you're pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings, and education.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Good afternoon, baseball fans. Welcome to a somewhat special edition. We were going to be on the air today anyway, but we have a resumption of a game here between Clark and Groton of the Junior Legion region here from Lot Carsfield and Packer House, bringing you the action here on the Groton Baseball Softball Foundation YouTube channel. Quick little recap here of how we got here so far. Almost three games yesterday. First game was Redfield and Sisseton, and then Sisseton came away a victory 6-2. And in the next game, Groton defeated Redfield 12-0. And then in our final game of the evening, as you can see the scoreboard out there, a lot of zeros on the board. Very well played ball game so far. We got into the top of the seventh inning, and we had a lightning delay, and then it continued to thunder and lightning, and some rain rolled through, and tournament organizers got together and decided that it was best to suspend the game and pick it up today here starting at 1 o'clock. We will have our regular scheduled games after that. We follow them about 20 minutes following this game. Groton will take on Sisseton. And then I don't know exactly the order of the games after that, but I do know that Clark will play Sisseton today, and Clark will also play Redfield today. But I'm not sure on the order of those games which one will be first. But Clark will play two complete games today. Again, not much for offense in the game so far. A lot of zeros across the board. Both pitchers doing a nice job of keeping the batters in check. There was each team had chances to score, got runners to second and to third, but defensively we saw just some solid play by both teams, and neither team has been able to push a run across to this point. So we're gonna pick up here, like I said, top of the seventh inning. Now, unfortunately, the pitchers that threw last night for these two teams, because of the rules. I mean, today is considered a new day, even though it's the same game. And because of their pitch count numbers, they Alex Ablin for Groton and Charlie Lubas for Clark won't be able to finish out the game. I don't have Clark's changes yet because, as I said, the one big change will be that they will have a new pitcher on the mound, and that could affect their defensive alignment, maybe even some lineup changes. But for Groton, I did get some changes here right before I came on. Nick Greblinghoff is going to be the new pitcher. Kason Oswald, who did come into the game defensively right before the delay, he came into left field. He'll be in the lineup for Tristan McGannon, but he will actually move from left field to second base. Alex Ablin, who was the pitcher, he's going to move to third base, and Ryder Shelley, who was playing third, is going to move to left field. So just a few changes there, and like I said, once Clark is ready to take we'll get it started here, they'll get their changes to us, and I'll relay that information to you. When we do resume, it'll be top of the seventh. There's no outs, and there will be a runner on first. Kai Vandersnick was at bat when he was beamed. He got hit in the back with the pitch, and about the time he turned and took the pitch in the back, we saw the flash of lightning, and the field was cleared. So that's where we're going to be starting. If you didn't listen yesterday, okay, this is a 4-team tournament. It's a round robin, so everybody will play everybody. So it'll be 3 games. So far, Siston is 1-0. Groton is 1-0. Redfield 0-2. And how things will be determined is overall record when all is said and done. Obviously, if a team goes undefeated, they will be the champions of the region and will represent the region at the State Junior Legion Tournament in Millbank on August 8th, 9th, and 10th. Speaking of state tournaments, this coming Friday, both of these squads, Legion teams, Clark's Senior Legion and Groton Senior Legion teams both qualified for the state Senior Legion team, Class B Senior Legion team, which will be in Groton, or excuse me, not Groton, in Millbank, and that starts on Friday. First game on Friday will be at 10 o'clock, and then I just had the schedule here, so let me give me a second, and I'll pull up the schedule. All right, so at 10 o'clock, Clark Willow Lake will play Del Rapids. At 12:30 or in that time frame, I know they put a time on it, but sometimes it's they typically say 30 minutes after a game. So Parkston will play Dakota Valley. At 5 o'clock, Groton will play Winter Cologne, and then at the final game on day one will be Scotland Menno, Freeman, Canastota taking on the host Millbank. Also mixed in there at 4 o'clock will be some opening ceremonies. Kind of a way to kick off the tournament. It is the 100th anniversary of American Legion Baseball, and again, a little history that I gave yesterday. Millbank, South Dakota was the birthplace of American Legion Baseball. There's a monument in town. They have built a brand new field over there. It's still in the field itself is very very well done. It plays nicely. It's got a lot of the, as far as grass and agri-lime and dirt and everything and drainage and everything, it's got a lot of the technology that a lot of major league fields have. If you listened in between the two Groton games yesterday, I had my dad, Ron Kraus, on. He's the head coach for American Legion Post 9 over in Millbank. He's been coaching for almost 30 years, or right around 30 years, and has been a very integral part of getting that field to where it's at and getting it going and running and whatnot. So fun to talk to him about things. He also gave a little preview of the tournament coming up this weekend, and so on and so forth. So a lot of baseball still happening here for especially for these two towns, with Clark Willow Lake and for Groton, as one of these teams is going to make the state Junior Legion tournament, possibly, and both their Senior Legion teams are in the state tournament. So Groton here gathering out front of their dugout. Coach Aaron Severson giving them some last little bits of a pep talk as they take the field, as they hustle out. And again, I'll quick set the defense here, as there were some changes. In the outfield, left to right, we'll have Ryder Shelley. In center will be Ethan Kroll, and in right is John Bisbee. Around the infield, third to first, it'll be Alex Ablin at third, T.C. Schuster at short, Kason Oswald at second, and Braden Fleece at first. And the battery here today and be Lincoln Kraus behind the dish, and Nick Greblinghoff on the mound. And again, these guys are coached. Their head coach is Aaron Severson. Their assistant is Seth Erickson. As I mentioned mentioned yesterday, these two guys, Aaron and Seth, between the two of them, they kind of handle both teams. But Seth is the head coach for the Senior Legion side, and Aaron assists him, and then they switch roles when it comes to the Junior Legion team. So I'll just quickly run down the batting order for Clark Willow Lake. Will Hovde's leading off. Watson Grantham is batting second. Jacob Steen's batting third. Damian Severson's batting fourth. Kai Vandersnick is batting fifth. Batting sixth is Charlie Luvas. And batting seventh is Max Bratlin. Benny Palmer's batting eighth. And Talon Huber is batting ninth. When we get started here after the warm-ups are done, Kai Vandersnick will be on first base. There'll be no outs, and Charlie Luvas will be the batter. So we'll get all that started here as Groton finishes their pre-inning warm-ups as the balls are coming in, and Greblinghoff is finishing up his last few warm-up pitches. Again, this is, kind of I don't want to call it a tough situation, but definitely a unique situation for both these teams to be in this spot. We were lucky to get 6 innings in last night. There was some reports that the rain and things were going to be coming, around the 4 or 5 o'clock time, but able to hold off until later. So Charlie Lubas is going to be the batter here for Clark Willow Lake. Got sunny skies, nice little breeze. First pitch is in there for a strike. Lubas squares, pulls it back. We'll see here if head coach Chris Bolkinski works for a run here, as they're at a premium right now. So Vandersnick's going to take his lead. And Greblinghoff looks in here. He's up on the count, 0-1. The 0-1 swung out, popped up. Ablin's going to give it a look. And it reaches the fans. So Greblinghoff ahead here. No balls and 2 strikes to Charlie Lubas. Charlie Lubas was a starting pitcher yesterday for Clark Willow Lake, and threw himself really a nice game. Nothing too overpowering, but he threw a lot of strikes and able to get guys out. The 0-2 is popped up. TC Schuster's got it measured, and he will put it away for out number 1. Good out there for Greblinghoff, as again we talk about the importance of throwing strikes, and Nick has done that here so far. Max Bratlin's going to be the batter for Clark Willow Lake. Bratlin was playing third base for Clark. We'll see if that's how it'll be. The runner goes on the first pitch. Throw from Kraus is off target. Pitch called a strike. Good jump there by Vandersnick, and he's able to check in safely on the stolen base. Again, we'll see here if Clark will try to play for one here with 1 out. Don't usually see a bunt situation here, but you never know. The 0-1 misses up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Head coach Chris Bolkinski going through a series of signs to his runner and his batter. Vandersnick takes his lead. Again, Clark aggressive on the bases, so I wouldn't totally surprise me here if Vandersnick gets a good read and decides to head for the 1-1. Is swung on and missed. Greblinghoff gets Bratlin to chase one down and away. So now back ahead, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, that breeze blowing in from center just as it was last night, but probably not as strong. Greblinghoff comes set, checks the runner, comes home. The 1-2 popped up. Kraus is going to give it a look. And it hits the top of the grandstand. So Bratlin stays alive in the at-bat. Again, Greblinghoff inherited this runner, so trying to keep him stranded at second base. Greblinghoff is set. And the 1-2 just missed up. Bratlin doesn't chase. Good pitch there by Greblinghoff, trying to get him to chase one up in the zone. But Bratlin doesn't bite. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. If you're just joining, we're in the top of the 7th inning. I know that sounds funny to say, but this is a resumption of last night's game. The 2-2 swung on, grounded to short. Schuster up with it. On to first. High throw, but Fleece able to handle it, stay on the base. Vandersnick advances on the ground ball. So 2 outs, runner on third. Going to bring up Benny Palmer. Palmer 0 for 2 so far. First pitch on the way. Hit into right center. And that's got Trotz trouble. That's going to fall for a base hit. And Vandersnick is going to score the first run of the game. Going to bring up Talon Huber. Only the second hit of the game for Clark. So Clark now takes the lead here, 1-0. Palmer takes his lead from first. Talon Huber, the batter, playing second base. First pitch on the way, swung on and fisted foul over the first base dugout. No balls and 1 strike. Palmer got his lead from first. The 0-1. Swung on, chased. Grabbinghoff elevated a fastball there and got Huber to chase it. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The 0-2. Swung on, pop foul out of play. Yeah, Nick throwing strikes here, pounding the strike zone just like you hope for. 13 pitches so far. The 0-2. Swung on and grounded to third. Abelin up with it on the first in time to retire Huber. But Clark does get one. They push one across, 1-0. 1 hit. Coming up for Groton, it'll be Ryder Shelley, Braden Fleece, and John Bisbee. Groton trying to push one across here in their last at bat. And we'll bring you the bottom of the 7th inning when we come back to Lockhart Field after this break.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com. Out here.
And we're back here at Lockhart Field in Groton, South Dakota. Clark pushes a run across, working on getting some changes here. To me, it looks like we got Watson Grantham going to do the pitching. Charlie Lubas moves to short. And I think that's really it. I don't think there were any lineup changes, like just some defensive changes. But the big changes is that Watson Grantham is the new pitcher for Clark. Ryder Shelley's going to lead things off here for Groton. Looking at the 4 teams in this tournament, these two are probably the most evenly matched. A lot of these Clark Willow Lake kids also play on the Senior Legion team, and same with Groton. They've got a few guys that play on both teams too. So Ryder Shelley again started the game off at third. Now he's playing left field, hoping to get things started. First pitch is off the plate for a ball. Grantham going from the windup here, and the 1-0. Swung on and chopped to third. Going to be a tough play. Third baseman up with it. And on the time to retire Shelley. We've seen Shelley able to beat out a few of those, but the third baseman playing right up on the grass. And is the music still on? Braden Fleece now, the batter, takes the first pitch for a ball. Swung on and missed. And count goes now even, 1 ball and 1 strike. That's Talon Huber at third base. Looks like he and Bratlin switched spots, switched positions. The 1-1, Fleece chases one up high. And now 1 ball and 2 strikes here, Watson Grantham. Fleece digs back in now in the 1-2. Swung on foul. Fleece catches a piece of it. Again, Groton looking for a base runner any way they can get one right here. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. And Fleece down swinging for the second out. That'll bring up John Bisbee, Groton down to their last out. Bisbee playing right field so far. He's 0 for 1. Struck out and walked. First pitch to Bisbee is high, doesn't chase. Grantham likes to work fast, so Bisbee behind that one. And the 1-1. That one misses. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 now is the count. Again, changes for Clark. Watson Grantham pitching. Charlie Lubas at short, and then Huber and 3-1 now the count. Huber and Bratlin also swap positions. 3-1 the count here to John Bisbee. Case and Oswald stands on deck. The 3-1 swung on and missed. Count goes full now. Groton down to their final strike here. And the 3-2. That's missed. And Bisbee draws a 2-out walk. So Groton's still in this. Case and Oswald going to be the hitter now for Groton. He's in the lineup for Tristan McGannon. First pitch misses high. If Oswald able to reach, Lincoln Kraus will bat as he is the top of the order. Grantham looking in, comes his set at the belt. And the 1-0, that one misses high as well. 2-0 the count, and that's going to bring Jacob Steen out. Steen doing the catching. He's going to come out and have a little chat, try to calm his pitcher down a little bit. Usually when balls are drifting high, pitcher's just trying to do a little too much, not trusting his stuff enough. So Steen just went out to have a little chat with him just to remind him to kind of calm down. Oswald steps back in the box here. 2-0 the count, 2 balls, no strikes. And the 2-0, that one's low, 3-0. 3-0 now to Case and Oswald. Digs back in here. And the 3-0 is down the middle for a strike. Now 3-1. 3-1 the count to Case and Oswald, looking to find a way to keep the inning going, turn the lineup over. And the 3-1 is in there for a strike. And again, Groton down to their final strike. Bisbee will be off with the pitch. And the 3-2 swung on and missed. And Grantham strikes out Oswald for the final out of the inning and the game. So Clark will win here. They'll win 1-0. Okay, very well played game by both squads. Tough to have to do it this way, but again, when Mother Nature doesn't cooperate, that's just how it is. We'll take ourselves a break. We'll do a quick recap on this game and kind of preview what's coming up for the rest of the day. So I'll come back here to Lock Carsfield after this short break.
In times
Keep
like
growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com. Out here.
All right, in a game just completed here, we saw Clark score the only run of the game in the top of the 7th inning on a Benny Palmer RBI single. So they defeat Groton 1-0. Again, a well-played game. Quickly have numbers here, box score for you. 1 run for Clark on 2 hits, no errors. Groton had no runs on 2 hits and 1 error. But again, going back to last night, both starting pitchers last night pitched exceptional. They got themselves into a couple of jams, but able to battle out, and there was some good defense played behind them at the right time. Some plays made, and then today, Nick Greblinghoff coming in. Unfortunately, he'll be pegged with the loss in the game, but did his job. He threw 14 pitches, and I'll give you the number here. 14 pitches and 12 of them were strikes. So that's a pretty good percentage there. So nice job by Nick. So we'll see here with the game coming up here shortly if he'll be the pitcher on the mound for him or not. Offensively for Groton, again, not much. 2 hits. Lincoln Krause had a hit and Ryder Shelley had a hit, and I believe both of those were infield hits. And for Clark Willow Lake, again, only 2 hits. They had one last night. Charlie Luvas had one last night, and then of course today Benny Palmer got one, and that was he drove in the deciding run. So we're gonna break here now for about probably 15 minutes. I think the next game will start here in about 20. We'll come back on a little bit before, do a little pregame before the Groton-Sisseton game, and we'll have that here in its entirety when we come back. So check back in with us right around 1:30, and we will get ready to start the first game of the day. But so come back to Lock Carsfield for some more Junior Legion region action with me, Pat Kraus, and we'll see you in about 15 minutes.
in times like
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.